What's up, Dragon fans, and welcome back to Inventions in Minecraft. Today I'm holding my netherite hoe here in Dragon Labs because the invention for this particular video is auto farming. So I've got two kinds of somewhat auto farms here. The first one is going to be more manual, but here you see we've got our beets, our nether wart, potatoes, wheat, all that good stuff. And I wanted to showcase something that has been in Minecraft for a good little while, but maybe not everybody knows about it. And that is if you put a bucket of water inside one of these dispensers and run a redstone charge to it, you can actually dump the water out, which pulls up all of your crops. They then go into the hoppers and get deposited into here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nobody wants to have to go in and place blocks or get a bucket or whatever. But the second part of this is if you have an empty bucket in a dispenser that's next to a water source block and you charge it, it will pick that bucket right back up. So there you go. It's an auto harvester, not necessarily an auto farmer. You do have to go in, sometimes the dirt needs tilling again, stuff like that, and you got to replant all the crops. But, yeah, it is a nice little auto farmer, with rare exception. You might want to build your fence a little bit higher or whatever to make sure all the crops make it into the water stream. But for the most part, it is a very fast and easy way to get your crops all to one centralized location. As you can see, the seeds and everything have deposited as well, so you don't have to worry about replanting or not having anything to replant with. So it works the same exact way as any other farming. It's just a little bit more automatic. So that's the first thing. The second thing is a lot more, in actuality, automatic. So we've got our sugar cane, and I went ahead and included some bamboo here just because I wanted to show that it works for both. And we've got some running water here, and that's going to be important for two reasons. A, sugar cane does not grow unless it's near water, but it doesn't have to be a water source. It can be running water. And second of all, it is going to be, similarly to the way we did our dispensers here, this is going to be the mechanism in which we carry our crops. So rather than having a button to trigger this, we actually have this block right here is an observer block. And basically its job is to watch and see if anything in the block next to it is changing. And what I mean by that, it could be anything from if you've got it watching a furnace, it'll see if anything goes in or out of the furnace. If you've got, and like similarly to brewing stands and things like that, it'll watch and see. Well, you guys who have seen my other videos know we used observers over here. If a block gets placed or if a block gets removed, it also sends the signal. And for our purposes here, it will also see if something grows in this space. And so if something does grow in this space, it will send out a redstone pulse here. Which, why do I have a chicken in here? Go away, chicken, you're ruining everything. It will send out a redstone pulse which will travel down here and hit all of these pistons, and the pistons will push out the bamboo and the sugar cane, and all that will flow into here. And I've actually got it set up because there are no hoppers that go up. I've actually made a device that will transport the items back up. And the way it works is through this redstone clock mechanism. Everything flows into this dropper, and every time the clock ticks, the dropper will punch out a piece of material. The soul sand at the bottom of the water sends bubbles up, which makes anything float. And once it gets to the top here, it'll hit the ceiling and flow down into this series of hoppers here, which will then feed this chest. I say all that, but I'm also going to demonstrate it for those of you who, like me, are visual people. The first thing I'm going to do is start the redstone clock. Make sure that's going. Good, good, good. Okay, and we did still have some material in there, so that's a good test. So, rather than wait for this sugar cane to grow, we're just going to go ahead and feed it some bone meal to get it started. Boop. And as you can see, it saw that it grew. Everything flowed down here into these hoppers and is being fed up here, disappearing into the hopper at the end, and is feeding the chest. So in this case, this is true auto farming here. And, you know, as long as your redstone clock is going, all you have to do is wait for your crops to grow. As soon as whatever target crop you have designated hits this observer, you know, everything is cyclical. So it'll just continue to flow all the way down, with some exception. You may have to come in and clean out some stragglers, unless you don't mind them despawning. Obviously, with it being automatic, it is renewable. So got all that working for you. I have not yet found a way to incorporate this type of mechanism over here, because you still do need this, the starter crop. And if you push, you can push everything out with pistons on this farm over here, but then your ground is gone back to barren. You know, you got to retill, replant. And there are no blocks in Minecraft as of now that will do the planting for you. Now, if that were to change, if we have like a 1 point, well, it won't be 1.18 because 1.18 is going to be the second half of Caves and Cliffs. But let's say 1.19, 1.20, whatever they want to give us auto harvesters and things like that, then obviously I will come back and retrofit this part and, you know, kind of toy around with it, see how I can make it more efficient than it already is. But for now, this is the way to do it. You've got, you know, some automatic harvesting that you can turn on and off between plantings. And then you've got sugarcane and bamboo gardens that you can do. And really for sugarcane, this is the best if you're doing a survival run and you have like a librarian, villager, or somebody who will trade paper or will trade sugar. This is actually a really nice thing to have on hand, just because it continues your supplies, continues your stores and things like that. And just one less thing you have to go and do manually because, you know, there it is. I have done this piece right here with different plots where I'll have maybe like a 3x3 or a 5x5 or whatever coverage I need with single dispensers. And you can actually kind of terrace it up. I've done multiple levels with this and just have everything flow down, like say build hoppers all the way up and have it flow down to a central chest and things like that. There's a whole lot of different variety you can do with this one. The only difference being that you do have to manually plant everything, which just depending on your play style may be a bore. You don't, you know, just whatever. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I love these little shorts because it kind of gives me the ability to do something creative and give you a snapshot of just all the fun stuff that can be done in Minecraft. So I will try to do these more often. I think I only have 2 out at the time of this recording. And it's just a scheduling thing. You know, I wish I could commit to a regular, you know, Dragon Shorts series, but unfortunately with all the other games that are coming out and all the other series that I have currently on my plate, it's just not feasible. But I will try to come up with convenient things to put here and showcase for you guys so that you know, you can just have a fun little time making fun things in Minecraft, because I know that I always enjoy doing things in Minecraft. But for now, that's going to do us. As I always say, be happy and be healthy, but above all else, stay safe. I'll catch you guys next time. All right. Bye.